All right, so if you are watching this video, you should have done the following. First, you should have watched the instruction video for the day. Two, there were two other videos that were, external links out of the class, right? One about divisibility rules, one about telling whether or not we had a GCF or LCM word problem. You should have already watched those as well, and you should have done these problems. Okay, so I'm okay with you checking over yourself, but you should at least be making some effort on these before you watch. Okay, I do think you should use this video to correct your work. All right, so here we go. Luna Lovegood is packaging up presents to give to her friends. She has 45 dirigible plums and 36 replica thestrals. All the packages need to contain the same amounts of dirigible plums and replica thestrals. What is the greatest number of packages that she can make? How many plums and thestrals will be in each package? Okay, so besides the fact that we know this is an LCM page or a GCF page, the way you would know this is GCF is she's splitting them up evenly and doesn't want any left over. Okay, another way you can see, if you look right here, the greatest number she can make, right? With the same amounts. Those are all GCF types of words. Okay, so we're going to put 36 and we're going to put 45. So we have 1 times 36. We have 2. So if you need to divide it, it's right here. 2 times 18 is 36. There's a 3. 3 times 12 is 36. 4 times 9. And we have 6 times 6. So let me shrink this down a little bit. All right. 45. We have 1 times 45. There's no 2 because it's not even. There's a 3. So you can check like this. Divide it. 3 times 15. No 4. Obviously, if there's no 2. There's a 5 times 9 is 45. All right, so we're looking for, well, what amounts of packages could she make? Well, she could make 1. She could make 3. She couldn't make 5, but she could make 9. So the largest number that she could make is 9 packages. In each package, there will be, let's see, plums. There's 45 as plums. So she will have 5 plums in each package. And then for thestrals, she'll have 4. And that, you see how I found the other number there in the pair of factors? That was the rest of the answer. Second one, Paige is making a trail mix out of 35 bags of nuts and 28 bags of dried fruit. Oh, that should be she. I'm sorry. Wants each new portion of trail mix to be identical, containing the same amount of bags of nuts and bags of dried fruit with none left over. What is the greatest number of portions of trail mix that she can make? Right? See how it's none left over, greatest number, basically splitting it up. So we have 35 and 28. All right, so 35, we have 1 times 35. No 2, no 3, 4, 5 times 7 is 35. That's it. 28, 1 times 28. You can divide 2 into it. 2 will go into 28 14 times. No 3. 3 times 9 is 27. 4 times 7 is 28. No 5, no 6, and then it flips back over. So, oops. So that is it. All right, so you could do 1, or you could do 7. So the GCF here is 7. So Paige can make 7 portions. All right, and there should be a word with your answer. All right, third one, an orchestra conductor divides 48 violinists, 24 violas, and 36 cellos into ensembles. Each has the same number of each instrument. What's the greatest number of ensembles that can be formed? How many violins, violas, and cellos will be in each ensemble? So we're going to do 48. We're going to do 24. And we're going to do 36. Okay. So 1 times 48. 2 times 24. All right. So there's going to be a 3. So if you'll notice here, I'll just show you here 3. 48. Just remind you what we're doing here. 3 times 1 is 3. Bring down your 8. 3 times 6 is 18. Okay. I don't want to show those every single time, but just to remind you of what I'm doing here. So 3 times 16 is 48. 4 times 12 is 48. And 6 times 8 is 48. All right, so that's all of our factors of 48. 24, we have 1 times 24. We have 2 times 12. 3 times 8. And 4 times 6. And then it would flip back over and be 6 times 4 and so on. So there's our 24. And then 36, we have 1 times 36, 2 times 18, 3 times 12, 4 times 9, and 6 times 6. All right, so those guys right there. All right, so let's see what's in both lists. I see a 1. I see a 2. I see a 3. That's not bad. But I also see a 4 and a 6. So all these are common factors. So all of those would work as groups. However, we're looking for the greatest common factor, not 8, but we have 12. So 12 is our magic number. He can create 12 ensembles. Okay, there will be violins is 48. So there will be 4 violins in each group. There'll be 2 violas in each group. And there'll be 3 cellos. All right. Quiz Bowl teams from 3 schools are having a competition. Members from each club must be divided into teams, and teams from all clubs must be equally sized. What's the greatest number of people that can be on a team? Johnstown has 16 members total, Georgetown 24, and Charlestown 72. All right, so the factors for each number, each school here. Also, I've got a 24 right here, so let's see if we can't. I'm gonna move this guy down here just to save some time on the video here. All right, so there's our there's our 24. All right, our 16, we got 1 times 16. We have 2 times 8, and we have 4 times 4. For our 72, now this is a big one. Okay, so we have 1 times 72. We have 2 times 36, 3 times 24, and we're divided out if you need to. 4 times 18. We have 6 times 12. And we have 8 times 9. Okay, so shrink that down a little bit so we can compare them. All right, so here we have 1, we have 2, we have 4, and we have 8. So our biggest number, our greatest common factor, GCF, is 8. So there have to be 8 members per team. This is a bit of a different wording, no problem. So Jonestown, because they have 16 members total, can have 2 teams of 8 as factors. Georgetown has 24 members total, so they could have 3 teams of 8. And Charlestown has 72, so they could have 9 teams of 8. All right, last one. Car dealer has 20 Camrys and 25 Accords on the parking lot. He wants to arrange them in rows so that each row has the same number and same number of vehicles of each type, the greatest number of rows that can be formed. All right, so 20 and 25 here. 1 times 20, 2 times 10, and 4 times 5. 1 times 25, and 5 times 5. So our magic number, our GCF, is 5. There will be 5 rows. Camrys, there will be 4 Camrys in each row, and 5 Accords. So there you go. All right, so make sure you got that work turned in, and that's the last part of Tuesday's lesson.